Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We back. We got another Sunny V2. We got the man who lost $204 million on a trip to Vegas. What would you do if you had $204 million to even lose?
First of all, I wouldn't be losing it.
You never know.
No, what am I look?
In Vegas,
what am I doing?
Vegas, the city of sin, man.
Baby, I'm sorry.
When you got $204 million, you can blow.
I'm sorry.
You gambling.
I ain't that person.
Hookers.
I ain't that person.
Blow. Weed.
I'm not that person. None of it. I'm good.
Stop the cap.
First of all, I don't need no
Stop
blow.
the cap, fool.
You think
Trying
I'm
to
gonna
live
blow?
a luxury.
You think I'm gonna blow that much on that?
I say if you have the amount of money to blow.
I said first of all, if I had it, I wouldn't be blowing it. That's what I said.
What's the movie? The Vegas movie with the friends, three best friends.
Oh my gosh.
Hangover. What if this is based off like Hangover kind of scenario based off? You never know. You never know. Who would have thought doing it? You know, you get your inspiration from somewhere.
That's my yeah.
With that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want to first support, all you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
We highly appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what Sonny got to talk about, man. Let's see an odd man lose $204 million. That's a lot of goddamn money. Could have just gave it to me. I would have been okay.
In 2007, 20% of Caesars Palace Casino revenue came from one single person, Terence Watanabe. Born 1957 in Omaha, Nebraska, Terence began life as the son of Harry Watanabe, who founded one of the most successful carnival suppliers in American history, called the Oriental Trading Company. At the age of 15, Terence began working for his father, and by the age of 20, Terence had been given the role of CEO, after which he'd add an incredible amount to the business. By shifting the focus toward party products, Terence was able to grow the business from 17 local stores to a company generating $25 million per month. The only problem was Terence had spent most of his life doing so and had therefore experienced almost nothing outside of work. The job was all
That's the problem right there, because you can easily get hooked on something when all you do is work. You ain't never
felt this in a long time or ever.
And then that one chance of enjoyment.
And he like, yeah.
And you get addicted to shit. You know what I'm saying? Probably got addicted to gambling and always kept going back because he loved the fun and enjoyment and the rush behind it, you know?
Life doing so, and had therefore experienced almost nothing outside of work. The job was all-consuming, say former associates. He traveled for long stretches of time examining merchandise in Asia. He never married. His sister and others who know him say they don't believe he ever had a significant romantic relationship. This was his life, that company. It engulfed him. Having burnt out by the age of 43, Terence put his share of the company up for sale, eventually selling for an undisclosed amount in October 2000, after which the goal was to have a charitable.
I never sell it. That's a family company, bro. I would never.
Sell my,
I get mad nowadays when I see like families sell property.
Oh, that makes me
They've been in the family for over 100 years.
Like,
and I'll be like, motherfucker.
What was the reason? I mean, other than money, what was the reason?
And that's all of it be.
Yeah.
I couldn't sell, bro. Well, he don't have nobody to leave it to. You ain't got no brother or sister, nobody.
He just said his sister. He has a sister.
Oh, my bad.
He has a sister.
Selective hearing when you start hearing certain things.
I see.
But everybody got selective hearing. But, you know, especially you know.
This ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't put this on me. I'm listening.
Actually selling for an undisclosed amount in October 2000, after which the goal was to have a charitable and fun retirement. Mr. Watanabe said his plan was to throw himself into his philanthropic work and have more fun. If it's not fun, it's not worth doing, Mr. Watanabe told his hometown newspaper, the Omaha World Herald, in 2000. He then created the Terry K. Watanabe Charitable Trust before donating millions to AIDS and cancer research, as well as various political causes. However, having worked all day every day for over 20 years years in a complex business, Terence found little satisfaction in this new line of work. Donations from his foundation grew, but he soon became restless. Several business ideas, including opening a restaurant, went nowhere. He didn't know what to do with his time, says his sister, and as the old saying goes, an idle mind is the devil's playground. With nothing else to do, Terry began a new hobby of spending large amounts of cash, purchasing one of Omaha's largest and most notable homes, which featured 9 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, a gourmet kitchen, a custom wine cellar, and a 3-story elevator. But
I always go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, technically, you was already a millionaire before you had sold the company. I'm still stuck on the company and why you want to sell.
I do want to know why he wanted to sell, or did he just?
Nah, he wanted to retire and just get.
Yeah, then he just feel like, okay, this is just consuming me too much. I just need a life. Like I need to breathe. I just want to experience something new.
You can still keep your ownership and just upgrade somebody else to CEO.
Yeah, I would have did something like that. I wouldn't have just like tapped out completely. You know.
Or he had a co-CEO.
I don't know, but I would have figured something out other than just selling. Yeah.
But you was talking about the house though. You said
I was just like, damn, so many bathrooms. Give me a couple more rooms, bedrooms. I was just like 9 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms. I don't need every bedroom.
Every bedroom got 2 bathrooms.
I don't need 2 bathrooms. I don't need 18 bathrooms.
I don't understand why people need such a large house like that though. Like
especially
a house
when
of
you
that
have
magnitude.
no kids nor are you married. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't got no woman to clean it up for you. You
got
a woman to cook you that gourmet kitchen. You ain't got nobody sipping no wine to with that custom wine cellar.
Don't try to clean it up now. Add all the extra. Don't do all that.
I said a woman cook in the gourmet kitchen.
First of all.
rather a venue near this mansion that became his biggest financial danger. Terry began to travel across the border from Omaha to Council Bluffs, Iowa, so he could gamble at the Caesars Horseshoe Casino, which is self-described on its website as a true gambler's paradise, featuring an expansive round-the-clock casino floor, an 18-table poker room, a full-service Caesars sportsbook, and one-of-a-kind gaming areas. Terrence became, quote, one of the casino's top customers and began devoting himself to gambling full-time as his primary income and livelihood source. However, with his level of disposable income, hosts at the Iowa casinos encouraged Mr. Watanabe to play at the Rio and other Harrah's-owned casinos in Las Vegas. Having struggled to launch any new businesses, Terrence began to frequent Las Vegas.
I wonder if they told him go to Vegas because he was hitting their ass too much.
Probably.
They probably lured it out.
Hey, we have a suggestion for you. No,
you gotta get the hell up out of here. We a little casino. You gotta go play with the big money, bro. You hitting us too good.
With the big dogs.
In Las Vegas. Having struggled to launch any new businesses, Terrence began to frequent Las Vegas beginning in 2005, where his existing gambling habit was intensified and joined with a drinking habit, satisfied only by a luxury vodka brand called Jewel of Russia, which retailed at over $200 per bottle. In that very same year, billionaire Steve Wynn opened the luxury Wynn Las Vegas, and by 2006, 1 year later, Terrence had spent so much money at the venue that the two arranged to meet. Remarkably, Steve concluded that Terrence was a, quote, compulsive gambler and alcoholic, leading Steve to ban Terry from the casino. However, given this was no fix for Terry's addiction, this simply became an opportunity for other venues in the area. Terry decided to take his money over to Caesars Palace, where a marketing executive promised to give him substantially more advantageous arrangements than the Wynn with respect to player comps, rebates, and other incentives, after which the casino created specifically designed incentives to keep Terry gambling at their venue. He was given tickets to the Rolling Stones, $12,500 a month for airfare, and $500,000 in credit at the gift stores. Harrah's also offered 15% cash back on table losses greater than $500,000, special high-limit games, and other incentives. Mr. Watanabe resided for free in a 3-bedroom suite at Caesars, had access to his favorite bartender, and was constantly surrounded by attendants to serve his every need, such as a 7-course meal from the casino's Bradley Ogden restaurant, delivered to him while he was gambling. With these
you live in the highlight because they want you to spend all that motherfucking money,
was
bro.
Like chub motherfucking chain. Excuse my language.
He gotta been losing for them to chunk that in.
Cause what?
He had to be losing more than he was winning. Cause you don't keep pleasing the winner. You try to get him up out your shit. You know what I'm saying?
He just
but when somebody loses,
so they gain and gain and gain,
and they got
like,
hell.
Right,
If,
got you.
If you was a billionaire, would you open up a casino? Just curious.
No, I'll spend my money on something else. That's just not something that I want to do.
That's a good investment, though.
I mean, maybe so, but that's just not.
Is it, though?
But you asking me that, I'm like, I just feel like it'd just be too much. I mean, it'd probably be good, but I
could see Jeff Bezos doing some shit like that.
That ain't something.
Amazon Casino, the world's largest casino.
But I just feel like,
or Elon.
People just do anything for money, but I just can't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Elon, come to Tesla Casino. Everything is operated by electronic. We got electronic dealers. You'll never beat their ass.
Crazy.
Meal from the casino's Bradley Ogden restaurant, delivered to him while he was gambling, with these attendants later telling legendary stories about his behavior while gambling. Al DeLeon and Christian Kunda, two of Mr. Watanabe's personal handlers at Caesars, say he had thousands of Tiffany gift boxes filled with $50 gift cards or $100 gift coins that he would hand out to bartenders, nightclub operators, security guards, and others. They say he once told a security guard to go to a supermarket and buy every cut of steak, and then proceeded to hand them out to employees. Caesars Palace high rollers of this magnitude are often given exclusive loyalty program status called 7-Star, where members are wowed by all the fantastic benefits afforded to them, with additional rewards and all-round bigger and better perks. Yet the casino then literally created a new tier above this called Chairman, of which only Terrence Watanabe had the status of joining. Having been handed what you might call the ultimate life, Terry decided to stay in Vegas, yet with no intervention and nothing else to do, the severity of his habit began to get out of control. Several employees say Mr. Watanabe...
That's like taking an alcoholic to his favorite liquor store and say, hey, you our number one customer, you good, the fuck you want to. As long as you got the money keep pouring in, we gonna keep serving your ass.
That's crazy.
And so a rich alcoholic at that, you know they gonna kill. That's an addiction. He has an addiction and y'all like, we ain't gonna help him.
Just feeding it.
Oh, damn. Y'all fucking the man up.
He would stay at the tables for up to 24 hours, sometimes losing as much as $5 million in a single binge. He was allowed to play 3 blackjack hands simultaneously, with a $50,000 limit for each hand. Damn. And if he won, Mr. Watanabe says he regularly handed out to Caesars employees bundles of $100 bills that could total as much as $20,000. In the meantime, Terry was visited by a former casino host from his hometown, who explained that Terry appeared disoriented and couldn't remember the conversations they'd had in the past. He'd add that Terry was often seen stumbling around the casino or falling asleep at tables placed right beside loud nightclub music, yet the most notable observation regarded the type of machines that Terry liked to play. According to one of his former assistants, Terrence rejected any skill-based casino game like poker and instead gravitated toward games with low odds, including roulette and slots. He was considered a house player because slots and roulette are house games. They have terrible odds for the player, and the way he played blackjack, he made it a house game. He made such bad decisions on the blackjack table, but it was only when his brother and sister came to visit for Thanksgiving 2007 that he talked about just how much these bad choices had cost him. In the 11 months since the beginning of the year, Terrence Watanabe had lost $127 million. Under the assumption that Terry had more money somewhere, the casino then gave him a $17 million loan, although this by itself should have been a sign that he was almost out of money. On the 23rd of January 2008, just weeks after telling family about his losses, Terrence put his Omaha mansion up for sale while continuing to chase his losses in Vegas. He managed to sell the home for a price of $2.66 million. However, at this point, it was already too late. Terrence Watanabe was completely out of money. He'd wagered $4.2 million in 2005, $81 million in 2006, $825 million in 2007, and when his family brought him back to Omaha in early 2008, Terry had lost more than anybody else in Las Vegas history, with a 3-year trip costing him a total of $204 million.
That's the reason why they just kept hitting. Yep. And then you just kept tipping. Because I'm like, are they even allowed to accept tips? You know, some places.
Tipping in any type of way possible.
He's tipping with steaks.
Gift cards, steaks.
And then instead of them saying, no, like, our people, like, because you over, like, they, Sin City. Yep. Speaks for itself, right? Damn, bruh.
To make matters worse, Terrence had no job or income yet still owed the casino $14.7 million, after which Terry put the blame back onto Caesars, stating that his losses were their fault. Mr. Watanabe alleges that during this period, Haraz not only didn't make him leave when he was drunk, but applied him with alcohol and prescription drugs to encourage him to stay and gamble, leading Terry to launch a lawsuit against the casino. Court documents explain Caesars served Mr. Watanabe 2 to 3 750ml bottles of Jewel of Russia vodka per day every day. No Caesars employee ever limited or cut off Mr. Watanabe's drinking, despite the fact that he was almost always visibly severely intoxicated when he was being served while gambling.
That's a good lawsuit though. That sentence in itself.
I wanted it to go in his favor. Because
instead of cutting him off, because that's you legally supposed to.
Yeah.
Y'all knew if we keep getting him drunk, he's gonna spend more.
And then,
and ain't this kind of what they do?
Yeah, and then the fact that y'all basically taking advantage of it, and he not even remembering what's going on, what's happening, conversations being had. He just spending.
That's grounds for a good lawsuit, though.
Almost always visibly severely intoxicated when he was being served while gambling. On at least one occasion at Caesars in 2007, a concerned companion of Mr. Watanabe, Stuart Mitchell, pulled aside his cocktail waitress and pled with her to water down Mr. Watanabe's drinks. The cocktail waitress refused and curtly responded, "Terry gets whatever he wants." Mr. Watanabe had at least 2 drinks at his table at all times, so that he could be kept in a constant state of intoxication while gambling. Mr. Watanabe's photographs were posted in the employees-only section of the casino in order to ensure all employees recognized him and never refused him anything. Caesars employees never attempted to limit or cut off Mr. Watanabe's drinking or restrict his gambling because they understood that any interference with his drinking or gambling could cost them their jobs. In response to the lawsuit, a spokesperson for the casino stated, "We're in the gambling business. We had no reason to believe that Terry Watanabe was anything other than a big player with huge resources who made an adult decision to bet the money he did. Are we going to provide an environment that keeps him very happy? Of course we are." The casino then launched criminal proceedings against Terry, meaning that on top of everything, he was now facing up to 28 years in prison for the unpaid $14 million. An article was then published in the months that followed, announcing that both Terry and the casino had each dropped their lawsuits. However, Terry's life never recovered afterwards.
My name is Terry Watanabe. I've been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
On the 29th of July 2017, Terry announced that he had cancer, hoping to raise $100,000 on GoFundMe for treatment, with a description reading, "I've accepted my situation and do not pity myself. But my hope is that you'll find it in your heart to forgive me for my past and help me live long enough to help others in the future." Attached was a video talking about how bad things have become.
I unfortunately don't have the funds to survive. I'm almost homeless. I have no medical insurance.
Although despite this, he was unable.
Shouldn't your family have a little bit of money? Because, well, unless you was the only one that had the business, and never sell the family business, man.
I'm almost homeless. I have no medical insurance.
Although despite this, he was unable to reach his goal, yet still managing to raise an impressive $28,000. In January 2020, Terry joined Twitter before stating, "Today I try to live a good life and be a good man. Despite my past flaws and mistakes, I've always sought to do good and help people. I hope I can still have a positive impact on those in the future by sharing my story, both highs and lows, funny and sad moments," showing that Terry, quite impressively, now took full responsibility for his own mistakes.
Damn.
That's how we gonna end it?
That's how it ended.
That's how we gonna end it? We don't get no, he's still alive? Or
did he get treatment? It's like, what's going on? Like, I need...
especially before I really start talking on him, man.
I'm about to go do a little research.
I don't want to talk on no dead man, no type of...
Look up his Twitter and see last time he tweeted.
No, I ain't gonna do that, but not right now. We're just going to the video. But at the end of the day, he is a grown man. He does have to take accountability for his actions. You had that large sum of money. You gambled $200,000. If that's all you, $200 million. That's all you had, and you blew. Nah, ain't no way.
I do agree with you. I will say, like, beforehand, like, going into it, like, going into the casino, gambling, whatever, you need to know your limits. Like, you need to have self-control.
But he was taking advantage of it, too.
You need to have self-control over yourself, right?
Yeah.
But then at some point, I feel like y'all keep feeding, he getting intoxicated. At some point, now y'all are the issue. Y'all are the problem. Like, you do need to take accountability and be like, okay, this is my limit. I'm going to walk away. But then once y'all see that he's, like, over the limit, he's spending all this money, he's super intoxicated, can't really make rational decisions, y'all continue to just, like, pour
and I guess that's
into
why.
the habit.
I guess that's the reason why they both dropped their lawsuits.
Yeah.
It just came to a settlement. You owe us $14 million. You suing us for however much you suing us for.
I done paid you your $14 million over
yeah,
some,
so that's on you, bro.
But
like, you owe us
not
$14
really,
million.
but
You owe us $14 million, and
Yeah.
basically you got your lawsuit settlement already, because we ain't gonna get that back,
right.
and you're not gonna get more out of us.
Yeah.
Even though you lost, they still came up
big
off of your ass though. Like, obviously you was never winning. To lose that much and be in the hole that much,
baby,
you were never
they
winning.
Came up. Like, seriously, when y'all are changing rules, implementing new rules, doing all this just for him, oh, y'all was eating good, child. Like, that's crazy. But, yeah, I feel bad for him, but he did make the decision to, live this fast little lifestyle.
And I'm like, how much
some enjoyment.
How much did you really sell your family company for? Because if it's something your dad started, right? Mm-hmm. That's your dad's legacy. Did he only leave the company to you because you probably was the one main child that was running everything, was willing to work and get at the age of 15?
Yeah.
Because the brother and sister, if they have still any ownership, that means they're millionaires too. So you shouldn't have the need to go get a GoFundMe. But if if the dad only left him the company, that kind of fucked up in that regards. And for you to sell the company,
But it may be that even if they do have some type of part ownership, like his sister, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she got like some type of little share in the company or whatever, she probably didn't sell her portion. He probably just sold his and got his money. But at the same time, yeah, you need treatment. I'm not about to run myself dry. Like, I want to help you.
Man, if you got it, help your family if you got it, though.
No. Really?
I'm saying, in that manner,
yeah, I'm going to help
this
you.
Is life
but
or death.
Yes, I'm going to help you. Yeah, I will help you. Most definitely. But how much, look, man, if I ain't got it like that for real, because we don't know his sister's situation. We just assuming.
Yeah.
We don't know his sister's situation. So if she doesn't have it like that, then, what you want her to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. That's what I said. I said, if they didn't have a part of the company and they ain't had, then, I understand why you need help. But I'm saying, that's when I was like, did your dad only lead the company to you? Because it was your dad's company. You worked there from the age of 15, and you built it up. Also, became the CEO. Yeah. Then you sell your portion of the company. Did your other family members have portion? Because then they will also have money to be able to assist you, right?
Yeah.
Damn, what's the hell that is?
That's one of them little...
All right, we gotta wrap this up real
okay,
fast.
y'all.
Hey, man, y'all spit what's up in the comments, man. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it in the comment section down below, man. But as always, y'all know how it goes. I do go by the name DJ the Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
Yeah.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and on the glass.